See how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful.
If you can't stop hearing the phrase very demure, very mindful, you've got one TikToker to thank. But just as the trend's originator tried to cash in on her big moment, a random stranger swooped in and snatched up her opportunity.
I just feel like I dropped the ball.
TikTok creator Jules LeBron seemed to become an overnight sensation earlier in August after posting a series of videos on how to be demure.
You see how I walk through the airport? Very demure. I don't do a lot like these other girls.
You see how I enjoy the drag show? Very demure.
Her phrase, very demure, very mindful, very cutesy, instantly became a meme among Jules' 2 million TikTok followers, who shared her quirky words of wisdom all across social media. While the phrase isn't particularly original, Jules' satirical take pokes fun at appropriate, feminine, and polite behavior. Her unique delivery and commitment to the bit had users giggling, and the trend's flexibility made it easy for others to jump on the bandwagon.
Do you see how I eat this sub? Very demure, very mindful.
Do you notice how I'm walking to the dispensary? Very demure.
Do you see how I did Chloe's makeup? Very 90s, very sultry, very thoughtful, very demure.
Just days after Jules' phrase became a sensation on TikTok, it spread to news headlines and brand marketing emails, even reaching celebrities like Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, who posted a behind-the-scenes clip while filming the new sequel to their 2003 movie Freaky Friday.
Straight hair, very demure. Wearing a seatbelt, very mindful.
The massive success around Very Demure overwhelmed Jules, who received an outpouring of love, support, and encouragement from netizens far and wide. Jules, a transgender Latina from Chicago, has been building her TikTok presence for years, sharing makeup tips and comedic takes working in customer service. Prior to her viral breakthrough, Jules would frequently share her ups and downs as a restaurant server and a gas station cashier with her devoted audience. Fans have shared their genuine delight for Jules and her achievements, especially once she revealed that the money she's earning from going viral will finance the rest of her transition. In a recent update, she told her followers that she's using her first big check to move herself and her best friend out of the hood. But then, tragedy struck in the form of a trademark application. Jules posted an emotional update in which she revealed a man named Jefferson Bates from Washington State had filed a trademark on the phrase before Jules could. Admitting she knew nothing of trademark laws, a defeated Jules cried about halting the release of her very demure products and branding, fearing her success was over just as quickly as it had begun.
I've just invested so much money and time into this, and I feel like I did it wrong. I feel like I didn't try hard enough.
When news of Jefferson Bates's trademark filing hit the internet, people were devastated for Jules and disappointed that an opportunistic stranger would try to take what she clearly deserved. But luckily, a trademark attorney caught wind of the story and posted a TikTok explaining that Jules still has a chance to trademark her phrase.
The person who uses the trademark first gets priority, even if somebody else applied first. Jules' TikTok is very clear that she has been using very demure, very mindful.
While the fate of Very Demure, Very Mindful will be decided by the trademark courts, Jules is taking advantage of her moment. From appearing on TV to a slew of brand partnerships with companies like Netflix and Verizon. And in a world where anyone can become rich and famous for a silly viral moment, it's refreshing to root for a social media star who deserves their success.
Jules, how am I doing so far?
Very demure, very mindful.